Hello Aries, and welcome to 21 love messages from the person on your mind. Let's get started, let's get stuck into this. Let's see what your person has to say to you at this time. Aries, how are you? I hope you're doing well. Let's see what messages Spirit has, should I say, from your person. Okay, Aries, first up is you are my miracle message number 1 from your person to you. So you are certainly this person's angel, this person's gift. They truly see you as a gift. You know, somebody that appeared to them at a time when things were dark for them, things were looking quite bleak. They didn't really see any hope in terms of them finding happiness or true happiness, but they have found that in you, and they're seeing you as their miracle. Message number 2 is I stalk your social media. So you got some minor stalkage going on, Aries. You certainly do. This person keeps an eye on you, keeps tabs on your, what you're posting, your stories and stuff like that. So you got a fan. You got a big fan. They are your number 1 fan, Aries. Okay, I feel like, they pay attention to like little details as well. So like the times you post and stuff. Like not in a stalkerish way, but they kind of know when to expect, a social media update from you. And when you post a new picture, it gives them butterflies, it gives them all sorts of wonderful feelings. And you truly have an admirer, okay? They are your biggest fan is what I'm hearing. So you could have like a following, you could have somewhat of a big following on social media. Like, take it as it resonates. This is a general reading for a collective, so be sure to just take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Also, I apologize if you can hear background noise. There are people in the house on the ground floor. So apologies if you can hear like mumbling. I truly hope it doesn't like interfere with you enjoying the reading. But anyway, as I was saying, yeah, you could have somewhat of a following, or maybe they do. Maybe they are sort of popular on social media. They have a following, or you do. Maybe both of you do. But I am getting that one of you at least does, You are like, you or them have a big influence on social media. But regardless of who has like the bigger following, regardless of who is that sort of influencer, shall I say, they are stalking you. Like they are stalking you, and like you stand out to them more than anybody else. Not only on social media, but just personally as well. Aries, I am getting for some of you that this is somebody who, obviously they follow you on social media, but I am getting to a point that you've not met this person, like you've not interacted with them in a real life situation yet. And they're sort of they've fallen in love with you over social media. They've fallen in love with the things you post on your pictures, and, it's like, I feel like this person wants to send you a DM, they want to slide into those DMs. So you could get a message from them. They could DM you. Why am I getting for a lot of you, though, that you've never spoken, that they've never actually spoke to you before? That's just for some of you, though, but I am getting that kind of deal. Like, they are a social media admirer. But I feel like you'd be very happy to know that they stalk you. Okay, so I feel like you also have an eye on them, they are the person on your mind. I feel like you also admire them on their social media. Social media is just very prevalent here. It's it's a very dominant theme here. Take it as it resonates. I also offer personal readings. You can check the description. But yeah, it's more so they are a social media fan. But like they are falling in love with you, okay? They are crazy, massive, massive crush on you. Beyond crush, okay? And it's like, I see hope with this person. You know, Aries fills me with hope and happiness and excitement. You know, I need to DM Aries. I need to talk to Aries. You know, message number 3, insane chemistry. Insane chemistry. For a lot of you though, like I am getting for some of you, it's not somebody who you've spoken to yet. But for some of you, you will have spoken to them. Insane chemistry. Like maybe for some of you, you have already spoken, but maybe it's all on social media. Like maybe you've only spoken to them on social media. Like you've not met them in real life yet. It could be like an online thing. Like either you have spoken or you haven't, but it's still like all social media based, you know, the connection, how you know each other, how you are aware of each other. And like there could be some flirting going on, insane chemistry. There could be, you know, cryptic posts from one or from you or them, you know, posting things to get their attention and vice versa. You know, there is somewhat of a flirtatious vibe between the both of you. But even like it may be in comment sections, maybe like they comment on your posts and you comment on theirs and like you flirt. And I feel like if you are flirting like publicly, I feel it's noticeable to kind of everybody that's watching. You know, you got sort of an audience, but in a good way. I feel in a good way, like people are sort of rooting or shipping the both of you and they like people like want the two of you to, you know, become a thing. Or you know, maybe some people tease the both of you, like saying that you should date and stuff like that. But the chemistry between the both of you is certainly something special, okay? And it's something that you shouldn't sort of let slip is what I'm feeling. I feel like this chemistry you have, you know, it means something, and I feel like it is something that you should follow. Take it as it resonates. I don't know who that message is for, but it's something that I feel like you should take a chance on. Okay, it is something special and something that only does come once in a blue moon. I feel like that is for somebody in particular. They're not sure whether to, you know, go forward with this. But I feel like you should, okay? I feel like this is like a green light from spirit. Like, yeah, you have insane chemistry with this person. Like, that's a once in a lifetime. That's rare. So it's definitely something that is worth your time, okay? Message number 4, childhood wounds. Take it as it resonates. This person could have childhood wounds. You could. Karmic debts. I feel like that kind of goes hand in hand with the childhood wounds. Maybe this person didn't have the happiest of childhoods, and it was sort of a karmic experience they went through. They had to go through somewhat of a hurtful time to, you know, balance karma. It's like they went through a bad time in their past, and now they've sort of met you. You're sort of the balance. You're sort of the reward. That's how they feel. They feel like you are kind of the reward from the universe, the reward from heaven. You know, balance as well. Like, I'm just hearing that word balance. You know, I feel like this person lacked belief in anything for a long time because they didn't have the happiest of pasts, and I feel like it could go back to their childhood, okay? They didn't really know happiness, okay? Not in a true way, not in a fulfilling way, okay? And I feel like they lacked belief in like anything beyond earth, so like religious beliefs or spiritual beliefs. They just didn't believe in any of it because they never experienced any happiness. But I feel like they wanted to believe, and I feel like at one point they were a believer, but like horrible stuff happened to them and it caused them to become somewhat of a pessimist. You know, not that not believing in something makes you a pessimist, but they were negative, okay? And they didn't see hope. They didn't see goodness in anything. They didn't really see the point in life, I have to say. But then you kind of came along and you've kind of changed that. You've kind of reignited that kind of religious side or spiritual side that they did have, you know, and did have deep down, even when they were going through the karmic patches, the hurtful patches that they went through in life, which you may be aware of. You may be aware of some of these things they went through, take it as it resonates, but you know, you are the light sort of at the end of the tunnel because they met you and because they came across you and because you sort of entered their life. They're sort of like, wow, you know, Aries is absolutely perfect. Aries is sort of proof that there is goodness, there is happiness for me, there is sort of like a higher power, simply because you exist and because of how you make them feel. Your eyes hypnotize me. Your eyes hypnotize me. They love your eyes. You're hella attractive to them. Okay. Water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. They could be a water sign. They don't have to. Let's pull from a different deck now. Spirit, what else does Aries person want them to know? Yeah, there's something about your eyes, and I'm just seeing, like, in my mind's eye, like, pictures of you, but I'm seeing, like, the eyes, your eyes sort of stand out in your photos, or maybe one in particular, okay, but, like, it's a picture. There's one picture in particular where your eyes are, like, really prominent, or kind of maybe one of the main kind of focal points of the picture, and they love that photo of you, is what I'm hearing. They love your eyes, full stop, period. But there's one photo in particular that they just, drives them wild. Expect a call. So yeah, like, this person wants to interact with you more one-on-one. So I am seeing them, you know, sliding into your DMs or getting your phone number, or like if they already have your phone number, I feel like you will be getting a call, getting a text from them. Expect a call. You know, they want to pursue you. They want to pursue this connection. Long distance. Take it as it resonates. I find it hard to read you. So maybe there's like, they're not sure if they have a chance with you. They're not sure if you're interested in them. Which can like prevent somebody from taking a chance. Okay, but I'm seeing that they will. But I'm also hearing that there's probably something that you can say or show to them that kind of gives them, you know, a nudge that like makes them realize that, okay, I think I have a chance here, so I'm going to just go for it. I'm going to make that call. I'm going to send that text. Okay, but I feel like I find it hard to read you. I feel like that's here to tell you that there's something you can do to sort of move it along. And I feel like that's going to be personal to you. And I feel like you're going to know exactly what to do, okay, right now, just from hearing that. Because it is personal to you and your situation. Childhood friends, that's 2 cards now referencing childhood, and they're going up, like they're on the same line. You know, childhood wounds, and now we've got childhood friends going on top. Take it as it resonates. Yeah, something to do with their past. Okay, they didn't have the happiest of pasts, but it's like they feel like they're sort of making up. This is very specific. They feel like they're sort of making up for the past or making up for the sad childhood that they had because you're in their life now. Because how happy they are in your energy, in your presence. This could also, maybe you know them from your past as well. Like maybe you knew them in the past. You knew them when you were younger. Take it as it resonates. I admire how you take care of yourself. You are gorgeous. You're so good looking. You're so good looking. You're so handsome. Let go. Whatever you think that means, okay? And the last deck now, Spirit, what else does Aries person want them to know? They told you lies about me. Interesting. Very interesting. Take it as it resonates. There's so much I need to say to you. The guilt I feel keeps me away. So maybe for some of you, this is somebody from your past, maybe near childhood, you know, years for you. It doesn't have to be that far back, but maybe it is somebody from your past, but like they are following you on social media. You're following them, you know, but you haven't, maybe, like I said, maybe you haven't spoken in real life in a long time, you know, but you're sort of interacting in an online space. Okay, take it as it resonates. Or else it's somebody completely not new, but you've never spoke to them in real life before. But I still feel like online, the social media interaction is the general sort of deal for most of you. Your smile is my ultimate weakness. So your smile and your eyes, they're just irresistible to them. I can't wait to share a bed with you one day. I'm really trying to grow up. Grow up, childhood. Message 21. I brought out the worst in you. Aries, I hope you got something from that reading. And if you have, please remember to like and subscribe. And I hope to see you back here very soon. Thank you for watching.